Pretend we're on FaceTime. I'm gonna be smoking a cigarette for some of this. Hi, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. It's so nice to have you here. My name is Lilith. I am chronically ill and disabled. I have a Pokédex of diagnoses, and I wanted to do a little sit-down video talking about just kind of day-to-day life and to spread awareness and talk for a little bit. So that's what we're doing. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is kind of my biggest diagnosis, and then what that diagnosis has caused other diagnoses to be. So I have hypermobile Ehlers Danlos syndrome, and as well as that, I have POTS, I'm gonna butcher this, orthostatic tachycardia syndrome, something like that. Basically it's a form of dysautonomia, which means my nervous system doesn't like me. But Ehlers-Danlos is a connective tissue disorder. So, for me at least, because I have the hypermobile version, I believe it is still a connective tissue disorder even if you don't have the hypermobile version. But I'm not 100%. I'm not a doctor. The leaves are rattling. I do apologize. It is slightly windy out and I decided to film outside. But, I have nowhere else to film because it's midnight. So, and this is when I feel good. Today, actually, in particular, I had a flare-up, and it did not go well. I had to throw up, and that actually helped, and, not like I had to throw up, I did throw up. It happened. It happened twice. And it made me feel better, so that's where we are now. Midnight. And the thing that made me sick, that probably happened around 6-ish. So I spent about 6 hours of pain. Just a lot of fucking pain. I will swear. I swear a lot. I swear like a sailor. I also bust out the British accent a lot because of my echolalia. I'm watching Sex Education right now. I'm yapping. But essentially, Ehlers-Danlos is a connective tissue disorder. So I partially dislocate a lot. Like, my shoulders come out a lot. My hips come out a lot. And also my wrists are just, like, always in pain. I don't know what's happening there, but my wrists hurt and I have to wear braces constantly. I shouldn't say constantly. I don't wear the braces every day. I wear them when I need them, but I wear them more than any other person without this would. So that's cool. For reference also, I am 20 years old. I've been sick for over half my life. This probably started when I was 7 is when I started experiencing the stomach symptoms. And I didn't get the POTS diagnosis until this year. So to say it has been a fight and a struggle is putting it lightly. I was hospitalized when I was 15. They could not figure out what was wrong with me. They did a colonoscopy, they did an endoscopy, or an endonoscopy, whatever, however you fucking say it. They went down my throat, to look at my gut. And they found one colon polyp, and they said I had IBS. And they sent me home after a week of just being in so much pain that I needed a hospital, and the hospital couldn't help. So I got the gastroparesis. This is I haven't talked about this in this video yet. I got a gastroparesis diagnosis when I was probably 18 or 19. Early 19, late 18, not 100% sure. My memory is foggy, because I am so sick so often that it just blends together. I have all of the documentation, obviously, with my doctors and everything, but I'm not gonna pull that out right now. I'm outside. I don't need to explain myself. But I got that diagnosis, and it was like finally, like, I had like it was a step forward, I felt like, you know. So once I got that diagnosis, I kind of felt like, oh my god, something is wrong with me. It's not in my head. And how they diagnose that is they do a nucleic test. So they put this radiation on eggs, and then you eat the eggs, and then they take pictures every hour for 3 hours, and then, or 2 hours, something like that. And then the last picture is 3 hours after that. And so I was feeling really sick during that. And between the second to last and the last picture, I did go home and shower, because we're going to talk about how showers help me. I respond well to heat. Because of my pain, it's more inflammation, so the heat helps. And having that vibration of the pounding of the water on my back also feels awesome when I'm sick, which is often, so fucking often. And I just, because I smoke pot, a lot of doctors thought I had a hypercannabinoid condition, and so I stopped smoking pot, and I tested it, and it started when I was 7, so, hey, it's not the fucking pot, and just so many years of being medically gaslit really does a number on you. It really does. It makes you question yourself. It makes you question your symptoms. It makes you question if it really is in your head and if this is anxiety, you know? And it's not. I'm here to tell you, it is not anxiety. My mom actually has POTS as well, and so many years of being told that she was just anxious, and it was all in her head. I think a bug landed on me. Not 100% sure what happened just now. But that took a toll on her, and it would take a toll on anyone, being so sick and just being told by the people that are supposed to help you that you don't get help. It sucks. Because we didn't know what was wrong for so long, I ended up in the ER a lot, needing fluids, needing any sort of pain management I could muster without taking narcotics, because I am a recovering addict. And they would not help. They thought I was drug seeking, and they wanted to just give me Valium, and I was like, no, I'm AMAing. I'm going home. You're not helping. I don't want that. Bye. You know? I don't need something psychoactive, and I don't want something psychoactive. If it gets to the point where I need that, it will be monitored. I don't live alone, and because of my conditions, I will probably never live alone. I also don't want to live alone, but if it gets to that point, that's what I need. But I would like to go as long without that as possible, because I know myself, and I know that I freaking love pills. And do I hate them? Yes, but I also love them. So there's that. I have been clean for over 3 years. I have no desire to do drugs. I don't do drugs. I smoke pot, but that's for the migraines and the mental everything. Because every antipsychotic doesn't do enough. And so, yeah, on top of this, I am bipolar, I have borderline personality disorder, I have obsessive compulsive disorder, I have PTSD, I'm a tad bit tired, you know? And I want to take a nap, but then I'll just feel shittier, you know? If you're chronically ill, you know. If you're not, talk to one of us. Gain some sympathy. Life is not easy for us, and it never will be, because this is a chronic condition. And saying, I hope you get better or feel better, kind of makes us feel shitty. Because we know that you mean well, but we also know that we will not get better. So, there's that. Take from it, a cricket. There's 2 crickets. Take from that what you will. That was me yapping. I'm gonna go edit this and post it. So, I hope you enjoyed listening to that. It's still a fight every day to even get out of bed, and I'm seeing so many doctors, and I have so many referrals, and I have an in-home care happening soon, and I'm probably gonna need to go on TPN at some point soon, which, if you don't know, is, it's tube feeding. It's tube feeding. I was gonna say the name, but it's tube feeding. I'm just really scared about how my life is gonna go, and I needed to talk about it. So, hopefully, if you're also chronically ill, you feel less alone now. Also, look at this plant. That's my plant. I like that plant. It's a pretty plant. My girlfriend got me that plant. So, I'm gonna go now. But you are loved and you are cared for. And all the things. Signing off.